Hello everyone, hope you're doing good and welcome back to my channel. Today we are at day one of the daily code challenge for the February month. So this is the first day of this daily code challenge. You have a whole month left in front of you. So if you want to get the tag for the Feb month, so this is the day to start with. And it's a good question to start with. Actually, it's easier. It's on the easier side. So definitely do give it a try. Do make it as an aim to like achieve this Feb month. Tag for solving all the questions this Feb month. Okay. So yeah, let's see what this question is with that intention. So it's question 296 is divide array into arrays with max difference. I felt this question is on the easier side, but anyway, but if you get the hint, then only we'll get to know why it's easy. But anyway, we'll see this and let's begin with the description. So as you can see, we are given an array. Okay, it's called nums, and we are given integer called k. Okay, we'll see that. But before going, I will just like to mention one thing. The length of the array is going to be a multiple of 3. Okay, what that means, as you can see here, in this case, the length of the array is 9, which is a multiple of 3. Okay, so just try to understand this fact. These things will help you to understand the question. Okay, so the length of the array is going to be a multiple of 3. Okay, so you are given a integer array called nums of size n. Okay, and a positive integer k. Divide the array into one or more arrays of size 3. See, one idea is very clear. We'll have to divide the divide this array into sub arrays of size 3. Okay, size 3 is fixed. Okay, you cannot bargain with that. Size 3 is fixed. Divide the array into one or more arrays of size 3, satisfying the following conditions. Okay, what are the conditions? Each element in nums should be exactly in one array. Okay, that means each element, if you take it, should be part of only a one sub array. Okay, see, we'll understand this whole picture when we solve the example. But for now, just have these things in mind. You will get to know where it is mapping to when we solve the question. Okay, the difference between any two elements, remember, they are talking about any two elements. They are not talking about consecutive elements or anything like that. They are saying any two elements in that particular subarray, and the difference, if you take in, it should be less than or equal to k. Try to understand this picture fully. This is a good this point actually determines the difficulty of this question. The difference between any two elements, okay, remember, any two elements in one array is less than or equal to k. Okay, return a 2D array containing all the arrays. If it is impossible to satisfy the conditions, return an empty array. Okay, if there are multiple answers, return any of them. So yeah, this is it. And if you see this first example, see, they have given something. Okay, the total 9, is the length of the given array is 9, right? What we have to do, one thing is very clear. See, just try to understand the answer. See how to get the answer, we'll see that. But let us say if we have this answer, let us try to understand how these constraints are getting satisfied here. Okay, so first thing is, like, this is one of the subarrays. Okay, as you can see, the length is 3. Okay, that's what they have mentioned here. Okay, and next thing is, each element should be part of only one array. As you can see that here there are two ones here. Okay, there are two ones. As you can see in the final answer also, we are having only two ones, and the final answer is also of length 9, which is the length of the given array. Okay, that this condition is satisfied. Now coming to this part, we'll start to understand this part by seeing the first subarray. Okay, see this subarray. Between any two elements, what could be the maximum difference in this particular subarray? So as you can see, we can do 1 minus 1, we can do 1 minus 3, or anything like that. Okay, so in this case, 1 minus 3 is going to contribute the the greatest possible difference, which is 2. Is 2 less than or equal to k? Definitely it is true. Okay, that's what the condition here is. So this was all about this question. Take your time, try to understand what is happening. See the constraints here. I don't think the constraints are anywhere going to help you. Only this thing is of use to us. The rest of the things, like, they are not going to help you in any direct way. Okay, so now coming to how we are going to solve it. See, one thing is very clear. What they are trying to say is the difference between any two elements in the subarray should be less than or equal to k. Now try to understand this picture here. Okay, let me run and show you this. Okay, see why sorting will help here. I will just show you that. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the array given to us. Okay, as it is, this is the array given to us, and this is the sorted array. Why this is going to help me, I will tell you that. Okay, now try to understand this picture. If I take any element here, okay, let us say this is the element I am taking. If I want to subtract it with any other element and I want the difference to be minimum, what I should take next? See, the idea is very simple. Take the sorted array and take the next element of the sorted array. That means if I subtract this one, okay, if I subtract the one in the zeroth index with the one in the sorted array's first index, I will it's ensure that I will get the minimum difference only. Please try to understand this picture here. See here, if I try to subtract this one, okay, with this number, obviously the difference is going to be the huge possible. Okay, the maximum possible. Why? See, this is the sorted array, right? This is the minimum possible element and this is the maximum possible element. So I see there, I cannot take anything just like that. Okay, the the triplet which I'm going to take, this is a triplet, right? I have to take them in such a way that their difference is going to have within the range of k. Okay, that's what it is. Why sorting is the best way is try to understand why this logic came to mind. See, try to understand it. These things will help you in interview. Okay, if they question you, you should be in a position to explain logic. Okay, see, the we are talking about difference between any elements. Okay, if I take any element, let us say I take this element, I want to subtract it with something else in the present in the array, but I want the difference to be minimum. The best way to do that is sort the array, take the element which is next to it in the sorted array, that is 5. If you subtract 4, that is 5 minus 4, you will going to get 1. Okay, so in this way you are trying to ensure that the difference is going to be minimum. Okay, now coming to the part, see, here we are not talking about pairs, we are talking about triplets here. Okay, so this is going to be my first triplet, this is going to be my second triplet, and this is going to be my third triplet. Okay, now uh, remember one thing, they are talking about difference between any two elements, they are not talking about difference between execute, that is consequent elements. So if I take this triplet, can you quickly tell me, in a general way, can you quickly tell me which two elements difference is going to contribute to the maximum difference? Okay, that is, which two elements difference is going to be the maximum in any triplet like this. Okay, let's say you have three elements which are sorted, can you quickly tell me the difference between which two elements is going to contribute the maximum? The idea is very simple. Take, see, if I say this is sorted, what it means is this is going to be the max possible and this is going to be the least possible, right? So if I subtract these two, I will get the max possible difference. Take any such thing. Okay, for example, take these three. If you subtract 5 and 3, you are going to get the max possible difference between any two elements in this particular triplet. And same is the case here. If I subtract 9 and 7, you are going to get the maximum possible difference between any two elements possible in this particular triplet. Okay, so that is the idea. That is the ith index. Let us say this particular index is I, and the I plus 2 index. Okay, in any case. Okay, let us say this is the I index, and this element is going to be the I plus 2 index. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you. Now coming to the solution, see, that's what I've done here. I have initially sorted the array. Okay, then I'm taking an answer which is going to be, see, this is going to the final answer which I will be returning. Remember, the final answer will be a 2D array. Why it's a 2D array? I will have to encapsulate the final answer in another array such that it becomes a 2D array. That's what it is. And next, what I'm going to do is, see, the array is sorted, and I know that if I have to find, see, the answer will not be there in every case. In this case, as you can see, the answer is null because the minimum difference is not getting satisfied here. Okay, okay, let me quickly show this example as well. So coming to example 2, as you can see here, this is the triplets which we have. So this is the sorted array. Okay, as you can see here. In this particular case, let's talk about the first triplet first. So here k is given as 3. Okay, k is given as 3. So what is the maximum difference possible in the first triplet? Definitely is going to be 3 minus 1, which is 2. Okay, is 2 less than 3? Definitely that is the case. Now come to the second triplet. Here, what is the max difference possible? It is going to be the difference between 7 and 3. Okay, what is 7 and minus 3? It is 4. Is 4 less than or equal to k? Definitely no. That's why the answer is null here. Okay, as simple as that. So that's what I'm going to check here. See, remember, I'm going to, in each triplet, I'm only bothered about the first and the last element. That's how I will going to do this. Okay, so as you can see, I'm starting this for loop with index 0. It will go till n minus 1, and at a time I will be jumping with a difference of 3. That is, first I am at I equal to 0, then I will be at I equal to 3, and then I will be at I equal to 6, like that. Okay, what I'm doing, as simple as what I mentioned, the same thing I'm doing for every I. What I will do is subtract it with I plus 2. Okay, subtract with I plus 2. That, see, in each, see, in each iteration of this loop, I am going to check for the triplet there. Okay, each triplet, this loop will run for each triplet, as simple as that. Okay, if there are three triplets possible, this loop will run for three triplets, as simple as that. Okay, so in the first case, what I'm doing, take the first element of the triplet, subtract it with the last element of the triplet. Okay, if the difference is greater than k, remember that's what they have mentioned, right? The difference between any two elements should be less than or equal to k. That is, if it is greater than k, then this condition is not going to be satisfied. Okay, in that case, we'll have to return an empty array as the answer, as we saw in example 2. If this is not being satisfied, then we have a possibility that answer can exist. Okay, that's why we are doing this here. What I'm doing, in the answer, I'm appending a list. Okay, what is that list, by the way? The list is going to be the elements in the nums array starting from index I till I plus 2. Okay, I plus 1 and I plus 2. Okay, that's what it is. Whatever number you mentioned here, we'll have to take one less than that. Okay, that is how it is being done in Python. So append a list which has elements of nums starting from index I till index I plus 2, as simple as that, and finally return that answer. So I will just quickly uncomment this and show you how it works. Each iteration wise, we will see how it works. See, I'm doing all this, commenting things and all, just to show you that how it works. Okay, this will help you in understanding the things. So as you can see in the first example, first this particular triplet is coming, okay, as you can see here. Then this particular triplet is coming, as you can see here. And at last, this particular triplet is coming. You may feel like, why is the need to print and show all these things? Because in this case, it will matter, because as you can see, the first triplet came, as it that is fine. But in the second triplet case, we saw that the difference are greater than k. Okay, the difference, the maximum possible difference in the second triplet is going to be greater than k. That's why the triplet is not getting added here in the answer, but we will have written an empty array as the answer. Okay, so that was all what I wanted to show you. Let me quickly run this and show you so that it works. Yeah, let me just comment out the answers. Remember, whenever you solve a problem in Leetcode, before submitting, you should be commenting out all the print statements, because otherwise, it will, the see the output, there is a limit, right? It will affect your solution's performance. As simple as that. So as you can see, the answer is getting accepted. I've already submitted the solution. So yeah, and that was all for today. This question was on the easier side. I felt there is nothing much to do here, but see, if you are a beginner, definitely the way they've given it, I feel that you will be confused. You may not be getting the idea at once. You may feel like, yeah, because Leetcode is known to giving difficult problems, you may feel this is difficult, but yeah, it was on the easier side. So yeah, and that was all for today. Remember, whenever you see a problem, always try to see the constraints, because see, otherwise, if this is not given, then you will have to design an edge case here, that if the n is not a multiple of 3, you will have to return the answer as null. That's what it is. So if these things are given, you need not code that edge case. So yeah, and that was all for today. If you like my efforts, if you like my solution, please do subscribe to my channel. We will be bringing the solutions for the further videos as well. So yeah, and that was all for today. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.